So this is a quick video about my RD125LC restore that started a few months back. So I started with the tank first, which was a replacement tank that I bought off eBay many years ago and has been in my garage for some time. I then took some reference photos of the seat unit, belly pan, side panels, etc. So when I came to do the decals, I knew where they were to be placed. I soon realised that I should have done the tank last, because the side panels and the seat unit and belly pan, etc. were way easier to apply the decals. I had a real problem with this front mudguard. You can see there's a paint blemish there where all the paint kept bubbling and reacting, and I had to completely sand this back to plastic and start again. But luckily when I did it the second time, it came out okay. At this point I was just going to spray the tank, etc., tart that up a bit and make it look good. But then I thought, well, shall I go the whole hog and take the whole bike to bits? Which I started to do. I took plenty of reference photos while I was stripping the bike down, taking particular attention to the wiring, because I'd never done this before, and I thought, I've got to get this back together at some point. When I had it completely stripped, I sent the frame, swinging arm, side stand and a few other bits off for powder coating. While it was away, I started cleaning up and painting some of the ancillary parts. I then decided to get some reference images, which I searched up on the internet, and these became really useful when putting everything back together. As you can probably gather, I had it in my dining room because at this point it was the middle of winter and it was way too cold in my shed. Battery boxes on, bit of wiring in, battery all ready to go on. Not sure about that wiring along, but let's see how it goes. Alright, I've got the engine in. Forks are starting to go in. Coming together. Needs temporary shocker. At this point I got all the wiring looming and I'd connected up a battery and I thought, well, I'll turn the key, see if everything lights up. I had a few niggles, but I managed to get the indicators working, all the lights on the dash. Had to replace a few cable connectors, but it was okay, it seemed to be working. Dodgy battery. I've got the wheels in at this point, which I'd painted, and a few other bits. You can see the clocks are in. Swing arms in. And it was coming together at this point. I was quite happy with the progress. So it was mainly all back together at this point. I'd not put any of the tank or anything back in, but it was now a rolling chassis, and I was getting there. I still don't have a centre stand, mind. That's a bit of a different story. I've bid on a few on eBay, but getting older ones a bit of a nightmare. And that's where we're up to at the minute. The bike's now fully together, still in my dining room, and it's ready to go off to get the engine looked at. It's going to a local company that I've had booked in for some time. It's been waiting because he's a busy man, but it's going away to have the engine serviced, rebuilt, whatever it needs. So join me for the next part. Hopefully it'll be back from the engine builders, it'll be fully together and it'll be running. And thanks for watching. See you next time, hopefully.